What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Get Rich or Go Broke Trying. I'm your host, Eddie Kang, flying solo today. Got another banger of an episode for you guys. 2 and 2 last show, 56 and 48 overall on the year so far. July is about over. Training camp starting for football. We got a lot of football stuff for you guys this year. U.S. Open is about to start in a couple weeks, so really just trying to read the board, see what we like, and go from there. We're going to start it off straight into it. Starting at 4 p.m. tomorrow, Friday. It is Alex Demenauer versus Brandon Nakashima. Top 35 players in the world. Demenauer is number 13, and Nakashima, I think he cracked the top 35. I believe he's 32 now. Both players have been in decent form. Nakashima, both of them are really best served for hardcore because they're both big-time servers. I wouldn't call Nakashima elite, but he is a big-time server. The first bet that came to my mind when I watched this, well, not when I watched it, but when I was looking at this match, was both players to take a set. Just for the simple fact that that's usually plus money off the rip, unless it's like two elite players playing each other. But I ended up settling on taking Demenauer minus 1.5 sets. Now, Demenauer can stumble every now and then, but Nakashima usually tends to fall off round of 16 in quarterfinals of mid tournaments. He's not a major play. He's not a major. He's not a major threat. He's not a 1,000 threat. 500 maybe, but even then, like, it's very far and few between that he makes it to the semifinals and the finals. Demenauer is starting to come back in really good form after a kind of a meh clay season. Grass, he pretty much turned it up at Wimbledon. Really should have beat Djokovic in the quarterfinals, if you ask me. But it is what it is. He's still a top 10 player in the world, even though I know he's ranked 13th, but he's a top 10 player in the world. Coming back to hard court, had a very strong start to the season on hard court, so I'm looking at him to bounce back and cover the 1.5 sets at plus 118. Like I said, if you're not comfortable with him winning the match, you can take both players to win a set. I believe it was plus 142 when I looked earlier. I didn't really want to play this one. I was waiting for the Ben Shelton, Francis Tiafoe lines to come out, but it's 11 o'clock where I'm at now, and they still haven't come out yet, so I didn't want to wait too much longer to drop the pod. That's the only tennis pick I got for y'all coming into the weekend. Moving to baseball. Guardians, minus 1.5 at plus 158 at the Royals tomorrow, 8:11 p.m. Guardians are red hot right now. Came in, I think, 500 for the year at 51-51, but they're 8-2, 7-3, 7-3 after last night. 7-3 in their last 10, 7-2 against the spread. In their last 10, I believe it was 7-2-1. I think they had a push in there somewhere. Royals at home, 24-25. Guardians on the road, 26-26. Both teams are 500 on the road and at home. Whenever I see something like that, I'm going to roll with the hotter team. Royals are 4-6 in their last 10. I believe 4 of their 6 losses were by 2 runs or more. Cleveland's not going to catch Detroit in the division, but they need to stay hot if they want to get a wild card spot. So at plus 158, we're going to take that. Sticking with baseball, we got the Seattle Mariners playing the Los Angeles Angels Friday at 9:39 ET. Oh, my bad. We're taking the Mariners run line, minus 1.5 at plus 136. I know I'm taking 2 road teams on the run line, but I really like these matchups. The last 6 Angels home losses have been by 2 runs or more. 5 of the last 6 Mariners road wins have been by 2 or more. Angels own the season series, I believe, 3-1. Before I started the podcast, they were up 1-0 on Seattle actually right now, which honestly makes me like my pick tomorrow even more because the odds might fall a little bit. But 3 of the first 4 wins for the Angels was back in March when the season first started. That was before the Angels were one of the worst teams in baseball and started selling. This is around the time where they start giving up, a lot of the young prospects for draft capital and whatever, rebuilding and all that. Owner doesn't even want to be in Los Angeles anymore. Well, he wants to be in Los Angeles. He don't want to be in Anaheim. So, Mariners, best pitcher. He's on the mound tomorrow, so I love Mariners run line at plus 136. And I'm going to switch it up for y'all a little bit on my last pick. We're going women's soccer. Euro Women's Final is Sunday at noon. It's a rematch of the last Women's World Cup. It's a rematch of the last men's Euro, and I think just like those two instances, the same country won. I'm taking Spain money line minus 135 versus England in the Euro Women's Finals. I know England won the last match. It was a UEFA Nations League match. I want to say February 26th. They won 2-1. If you don't trust either team to win, the over 2.5 has hit in 5 of the last 6 matches for Spain, and I believe 6 of the last 7 matches for England. And I want to say it's a little bit less. You get a little bit more juice with that because the money line for Spain is at minus 135. I want to say over 2.5 goals is like minus 115, minus 20. I don't really have any super. There's no data points that really point me to either direction in this match. I just really believe that Spain is the best country in the world when it comes to soccer right now, men and women's. So I'm rolling with La Rojas. That's all I got for you guys this episode. We're going to have a massive preview for football and the U.S. Open over the coming weeks. At some point, I'll probably do like a conference championship, conference winner preview. I'm having a brain fart right now. Over and under on win totals. And then also with the success we had with Wimbledon on the preview show with that, picking both outright winners and picking 7 of 8 quarter bracket winners, we're going to rerun that back for the U.S. Open. Just because I know a lot of you guys that listen to the show are new betting on tennis. So my main thing is, I want to give you guys winners, but I also want to teach you how to, learn the ins and outs, especially with tennis because, like we talk about on here all the time, the courts are completely different. You can be, fucking God on the hard courts, but come step on that clay and let's see what's good. So plenty of stuff as always. I want to say thank you guys for just continuing to support, show the love that you've been showing. We've already surpassed my subscriber goal for the year. We got a chance to damn near double it at the rate we going. So please continue to like, subscribe, share, tell your people about us. Man, I got so many plans for this thing. Like, only thing I can tell y'all is get rich or go broke trying. I'll see y'all next episode.